What is up, guys? Welcome to a new video. Now today is a bit different actually. I wasn't going to talk about this at all, but if it's Riot, then it kind of messes with some of the videos I make. Basically, Riot have threatened to permaban someone for playing support Singed. He didn't flame, he wasn't abusing anyone, he just wasn't playing standard. In my opinion, random picks are what keeps the game fun and interesting, like a bit different innovation and stuff, right? And one of the examples they use that could get you banned is something I've talked about as being weird but good. So let me know what you all think in the comments. So this all started with the support Singed drama. You might have heard about it, you might not have. A lot of people probably won't have, but this guy got a 2-week suspension after lots of different bans as well. Riot's response was, if it continues, he's going to get a permaban. It's not the pick, it's actually refusing to work with his team apparently. It's affecting a lot of players negatively, and that is bannable apparently. You guys can see the email support ticket on screen, but basically this wasn't support Singed. This was like, I guess, roaming Singed. He plays it in a support role, but he buys no sightstone. He leaves his AD 1v2 a fair amount. He roams to the enemy jungle with smite, and he steals away camps as much as possible. Late game, he basically just split pushes. He tries to be as annoying as he can be, and that's kind of like his playstyle. He's just irritating. The thing more than anything here is he's not conforming to Riot's roles of like standard of what a support should be. Top jungle, mid, AD, and support, right? He's not playing how a support normally plays, so he's got banned for it. Now, Riot made a really long post about this on the boards after and tried to explain it, but some of it actually seems pretty screwed up. I'm not too sure. I'm linking it down below, by the way, if you actually want to read it and read what they said properly. Apparently, they 100% support surprise picks, but they have to play to win, and sometimes apparently the costs outweigh the benefits. The issue here is Riot are the ones that decide whether you can play something or not. That is so vague, like what they said. They could come out and say anything outweighs the benefits of playing it, so you'll be banned. Like, you could play literally anything and they decide they don't like it. There are two reasons I'm going to make this video. The first one is because this guy clearly plays to win. Like, he actually tries. He tryhards even if it's in a weird strat, a weird way. He actually tells his team in every single champion select exactly what he's going to do, so they know what to expect. They know how they're actually going to win with this weird pick. The second reason I'm making a video about this, like before we actually get into what Riot have said and stuff, is because they use Twisted Fate tank stunbot support as an example of a pick that is weird and you'd have to communicate properly or they're going to ban you. If you completely disrupt a game is the way they phrase it, that could potentially get you banned. And in one of my videos, which I'll link down below, I talk about support tank Twisted Fate because it's really good. You get the full cap on cooldown reduction and just spam gold cards over and over. There is a high diamond support Twisted Fate main who has actually got a really good win rate and does really well. You've good roaming potential as well. It's actually a very strong support pick if you play it correctly, and suddenly, like, maybe you can get banned for that. Riot are basically saying, if you try something like this, if it goes wrong, if you feed, then people are allowed to report you because you disrupted the game. This is the dumb part, really. There are people in high diamond, like I said, who play Twisted Fate support, right? And it actually got to that elo playing it. Like, I could have a bad game on Twisted Fate or Thresh, right? I could feed on both of them, but apparently because TF is off meta, people are allowed to report me. So there are two specific things Riot have actually said. If their intentions are clearly aimed at winning, can it be too weird of a strat or a pick? And their answer is no. The Singed is clearly aiming to win though, right? He even has a positive win rate over 2,000 games, which is kind of impressive, even if it's not like the best win rate. Riot are saying like asking an AD carry to lane 1v2 is basically toxic behavior and deserves a report. The second thing is, do random picks or strats make it harder to communicate with your team? And they say yes, which kind of makes sense. Like, even though the Singed does communicate his plan, players just don't want to sign up for the plan apparently. Now that is fair, right? Kind of. I don't necessarily want to lane 1v2 on my own versus the enemy bot lane either, but at the same time, why does anybody have to agree what I'm gonna play? If my teammate doesn't like Vayne players, does that mean I'm not allowed to play Vayne anymore? Maybe that's a bit extreme actually, like that's a bit too far, but what about Vayne top? Like, they can say no, you're not playing Vayne top, and if you do, I'm gonna report you. Look at like support Misfortune, right? The only reason that's acceptable is because it was played in Worlds. Like, otherwise people are gonna report him exactly the same way, really, and to be honest, that's just as weird. The only difference is Misfortune stays in lane, I guess. The problem really comes down to Riot are so vague about this entire thing. They are basically saying they can ban you for playing off meta if they want to, and if your team doesn't like it. That, in my opinion, is just a really bad way of doing things. So there are a couple of things why I understand the ban. Like, why doesn't he just play support Singed in normals, right? It's not exactly support Singed either. It's like roaming double jungle Singed, basically. That's kind of the issue Riot is saying, that he's not actually playing support. And like, I guess I wouldn't really want a Singed who left me 1v2 in my game either. It would annoy me and ruin my experience, but it's not just about me. This isn't just an off meta pick. It's an entirely off meta like choice. This doesn't conform to the usual support standards, but with what Riot have said, even off meta picks could be screwed here. This actually affects the channel as well though. Like, what about my weird picks at work videos? Is my AD carry Ari gonna get me banned now apparently? What about my Blood Razor Nautilus or my AD carry Soraka? Even though I have proof that these work in high diamond, I've tested them out myself and given you proper information. If my team doesn't agree to me playing it, if I don't get their permission, then apparently I deserve the report that they're gonna give me. In a way, the competitive side of the game is always gonna come out in rank, right? This This is why I have my channel, I guess, kind of in a way. A lot of you come and see what is the best and how to win for some of the videos. This is where they go like, go play in normals argument comes out. It is a game though, and like, I think people should try having fun still. So where do you like draw the line? One problem I see with this as well is it's not just off meta, it's about playstyle, conforming to like the role system. What about if I take Twitch, but I get a few kills early and then I just roam around all game trying to kill people? I don't really play 2v2, I don't bot lane much at all, I don't really farm that much, I roam and get kills, push towers and stuff. With what Riot have said, I think that would fall under the same thing, right? Like, I know I pick a meta champion, but I'm not playing him like a meta AD carry, and I'm increasing the burden on my team by playing differently. Riot ends this whole thing with saying, with intent to win confirmed, gameplay experimentation and innovation is something we stand behind even if it ruffles feathers. This seems to say they're fine as long as you're trying to win, right? That's the kind of general message. The thing is, this is typical PR talk from a big company. With the word confirmed there, it's actually really weird. How do you confirm someone is trying to win? Isn't it just what you say versus what Riot and your teammates say? It seems like they don't want to stop you playing off meta fun things. They don't want to come across as that kind of company, but at the same time, they reserve the right to ban you if they or your teammates don't like what you're doing. This is not my usual video at all. I guess I'm hoping that by talking about it, we can kind of get all of us more involved and show Riot that we don't want it to be like that, or that we agree but our thoughts on it. My weird pick videos are some of the most fun to make. A lot of you guys actually enjoy watching them, and now that I haven't done one for like a month, people are saying, where are they? They're all proven to be good by high elo players, so it would suck that you can't play them anymore. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this till the end if you're still here, and for now, I'm gonna leave you with the robots.